Go for it.
Friggin' what up, dude? Strider Wilson, I'm the host of this podcast that's mine, gonna be called History is Dank. History is Dank with Strider Wilson. Dankness from the ground. Friggin' what up, dudes? What up, Danktorians, dude? Welcome to another ep of History is Frickin' Dank, dude. I'm your host, Strider Wilson, dude. We got Aaron on the sticks, dude. What up, Aaron, dude?
What up?
Just freaking posting right now, dude. Got to the mall early today. You ever go to the mall right at opening, dude?
Never, not once.
Yeah, sad. It's you know who's there? Employees that don't want to be, dude, and then moms who are like, I just got to get the kid out of the house. I just got to get the kids crying. I just got to put them in a stroller and get somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Typically an outdoor mall. Now, look, I've got a lot of mall experience. I'm not just some guy. Worked at the Mission Viejo Mall. Stockroom with my dog JT, dude. Showing up hungover 6 a.m. all the time. Housing, spending every dollar we made at the Nordstrom Cafe. Very expensive, but a very, very dank chicken parm salad.
Is that the one on top of the hill?
Yes.
What's the movie theater and the...
Yes.
Yeah, I pass by that all the time.
A very dank ass one. Then I also worked at the Spectrum one, which is kind of where the 5 and the 405 meet.
Irvine. Yeah.
Exactly. I worked there. That's where I was actually in men's sports, where I sold suits and Tommy Bahamas to dads. You want a reversible jacket for Christmas? Oh, it's gray on one side. Guess what? It's a fun color on the other. Boom. I fucking got you, dude. I got you. Tommy Bahama all day. So, sick ass shit, dude. Dads who like cocktails? Oh, yeah, perfect. Let me put you in a Hawaiian. Done. That's what I did, dude. Sold undershirts, dude. Good shit, dude. Sold to kids shirts that they'd wear on New Year's Eve. Legit, dude. That's what I did. So I have a lot of mall experience, bro. And I'm telling you, the mall right at opening, dude, not a happy place, dude. A lot of people just looking there and glazed over look, dude. Another day of commerce, another day of shallow human interaction, dude. Just transactional interactions, the soul being flattened just a little bit more.
I feel like the food court shouldn't open at the same time. Like it should open an hour or two later.
I agree.
Like if you're at 9 a.m. at Cinnabon,
yeah,
check your life.
Yeah, unless you're at an airport. The only Cinnabon that should be open at 9 a.m. is the airport Cinnabon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know what the saddest store in the mall is, actually? It's a great call. Is a cookie store. Just a place. There's this place, I forget what it was called, but it just made like cookies. I'm like, cookies is a food item that someone who loves you should make for you. You know, you should have a recipe, and you should be like, and they're also very easy to make. Like even if someone doesn't love you that much, like just get some Toll House squares and put them on a pan.
Sure. 12
minutes later, you're done. Like if you're going out and having to buy yourself a cookie, you know, maybe you need a hug.
Yeah, they should give out hugs.
They should. Now, different story. For cakes, nothing but cakes, dank. Not going to be able to make those for yourself at home.
No.
Milkshakes, it's just not going to taste the same at home.
Mm-mm.
You know? Brownies, maybe. If there was a store that just made brownies, maybe. If you start doing it a la mode, like a Pizookie or a lava cake that's a brownie that's hot with ice cream on it,
mm-hmm.
that's a different level.
Yeah.
If you're treating yourself to that, that's a different level of enjoyment. But if like you're just buying a chocolate chip cookie for yourself, to eat by yourself,
yeah,
in the mall,
yeah,
dude. Pick up the phone, call me, dude. I'll come hang out. You know what I mean? Just call me, bro. I'll fucking be there, dude. Oh, dude, call me. I'll bring you some cookies, dude. All right, look, let's go to a batting cage. Let's take some hacks at some balls, and let's just talk. Happy place? Actually, a batting cage is a place that has duality, dude. It has a kid with his dad where the kid does absolutely not want to be there, and his dad just is making him take pitches a little bit, like probably 10 miles per hour too fast
mm-hmm.
than any kid can throw in his league.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have a nice date happening, and that's nice.
Sure.
Great spot for a date. You know what I do at a batting cage on a first date? You know what I do? Lean in, get hit. Get on fucking base. Let's go. Manufacture a run. That's what I do. I tell her, you know, and then when I'm there with my son, my future son or daughter or whatever, you know, when I'm the dad there, I'm telling my kid, hey, life doesn't throw you curveballs. It throws you fucking heat straight down the middle. So just deal with it. You know, learn how to deal with it or you're going to strike out. You're going to be buying yourself a cookie alone in the mall at 10 a.m. A lot of life lessons that can be learned at the mall, dude. You know, Mallrats, great movie. So just art happening there, art happening everywhere. What's going on, Aaron? You were in Portland, dude. Was that dank?
It was.
I like Portland, dude.
It's chilly and rainy.
Sometimes that's nice.
It's a nice getaway. I would not want to live there.
Yeah.
I love the city. Love it. Would not want to live there.
Yeah, I'll take a little rain. I'll take a little snow, 2 days max, then just get me back to some 75 and sunny.
Yep. It's like Vegas. You got a couple days there and you're good.
And you're not a coffee or a beer drinker, and kind of Portland is known for it's got like a coffee scene and a craft beer scene.
I went to Voodoo Donuts, so like I did the thing you have to do.
Very dank.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough time to eat all of them, so I had to give a lot of them away. But
you're a good man.
Yeah.
See, that's what we need. Maybe they need that at the mall to just give out some, like a donut's an okay alone snack to have.
Sure.
You're not going to make that at home.
No.
I don't care if anyone loves you with all their heart. They're going to screw up making some donuts for you, you know? That's pretty tight. They also have a good strip club scene. Did you leave your wife and daughter at home to go to a strip club at all?
No, we did pass one that claimed to have gluten-free lap dances, I think.
That's amazing. That's great. So no whipped cream. You're not licking any whipped cream or anything off of anybody.
Yeah.
In that lap dance. I like that, dude. That's like funny in LA when you get like gluten-free potato chips or like gluten-free vodka. It's like, yeah, it's fucking potatoes. We know.
Yeah.
Like they're just trying to say, dude, I'm media literate, bro. Okay, you're not tricking me, dude. I'm not getting tricked, dude. I'm the type of guy, like if advertising works on me, I get pissed. I'm like, fuck. Made me buy that. I want that now. Shit. Feel weak.
I had some gluten-free rotini at the rehearsal dinner.
Ooh.
Pasta. And I was just like, this is just al dente regular pasta.
Dude, al dente is a great word. You ever seen October Sky?
No.
There's a scene where the Shermanator is in that, and he uses the word like prodigious when like Homer, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, does something dank.
Mm-hmm.
And I started trying to use the word prodigious, didn't work. But in high school, me and my buddy John Maltese, we did almost get the trend of when something tight would happen, we'd be like, al dente. Like if the teacher let us out 5 minutes early, like to lunch or something, we'd be like, ooh, fucking al dente, dude.
I like it.
It was nice. So I might try to bring that back.
Let's do it.
Might have to be my getting after it phrase of the week next time I'm going deep. So I'm fired up, dude. And I'm fired up for today's spooky episode of the pod, Aaron. We have a spooky, even though this comes out a little bit after Halloween, but you know, Dia de los Muertos is right after that in early November. So we're still playing on it. We're recording this right before Halloween. So we're in the mood. We're in the mood to get a little scared, a little frightened, a little shivers. But before we get into it, I'd like you all to know that this podcast, this episode, is sponsored by Dadgrass, dude. Thank you to Dadgrass, dude. Legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind, dude. So yeah, we're getting a little bit scared on the pod today with our topic, but guess what? We got a mellow mindset. We're going to be all good because we got 100% organic pre-rolled joints, very low in THC and high in CBD, so you can enjoy the effects of CBD while keeping a clear head. I love it, dude. It was made for me. I hate being too high, dude. It's why I don't smoke. I get anxiety. I look at my friends in the eye, friends I've known for 2 decades, and I go, hey man, you guys still like me, right? So I don't get that effect from Dadgrass. I just get that nice, mellow relaxation. So, dude, give that gift to your friends. Give that gift to yourselves, dude. So right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/dank. That's dadgrass.com/dank for 20% off your first order. Treat yourself, dude. All right, dude. Let's cruise. Today's topic, Aaron, Blackstar Canyon. When you hear that, what emotion does that invoke in you when I say Blackstar Canyon, dude?
I mean, it definitely sounds like someplace I want to either see or visit personally.
You can visit there, and I have visited there. In fact, it's not too far from a place called Holy Gyms, where there was absolutely legit off-roading growing up. I remember I went there with my brother one time in an Acura MDX, which is not made for off-roading, and he got it trapped on top of a rock. The middle of the fucking vehicle was suspended on top of a boulder, dude. My parents were not happy, to say the least, dude, but it's fun, dude. You go out there and, dude, you talk to your bros after school. You know, you go up to your boy Stevie, dude, our boy Ferraro, dude, whoever, dude, and be like, dude, guys, are we lining up? And you'd be like, what are you talking about lining up, dude? Are we lining up after school? And what that meant is you switch off who's in the front of the line and you just follow them, dude. It's kind of like, skiing or whatever. They get the fresh turf, fresh dirt, catch a little bit of air in your car, just friggin' bumping Korn or Tool and good ass freaking music. A lot of bass driven. Freaking listening to some friggin', crushing some Monster Energy drinks when I used to house those, maybe some Rockstar, dude, the purple flavor, dude, and just getting after it out there with my boys, dude. Putting on some Limp Bizkit. My way or the highway. Just loving it, dude. Some Metallica, dude. Oh. Enter Sandman, dude. Let's go, dude. Just freaking hitting it up, dude. So, a very, very dank place right next door to a very, very creepy place. Blackstar Canyon. Also in my teen years. It's located in the Wilderness Park, is tucked away in the northern region of Santa Ana Mountains. It intersects with the Cleveland National Forest, Fremont Canyon, and Limestone Canyon. The Wilderness Park is well known for its many historical stories, starting with the Tongva people. That's the local people, indigenous people to the greater Los Angeles area. So I mentioned this is down in Orange County, but the Tongva people actually was home to about 350,000 people when the Spanish settlers arrived, and the Los Angeles basin was like the main home of the Gabrielino Tongva people. The Tongva people set the stage for what would eventually become the sprawling city of LA, dude. Their original footpath in the Sepulveda Basin was the basis of the 405 freeway. It's founded on that, dude. So it's just legit, dude. They settled all along the Arroyo Seco River, which is like east part of Los Angeles, and of course all the way down to the Santa Ana Mountains. And there's small tribes and sects within the entire Tongva people, and one of them has a very, very brutal history that gives part of the Blackstar Canyon its perhaps haunting, dude. And Aaron, you said you were thinking about visiting. You can take a ghost walk there, where I would imagine the docent would be probably a virgin holding a lantern. I'm sorry, I don't know why I do this, dude. I feel like people who are into stuff that's haunted might also be virgins, just like dudes who raise pigeons. I mean, I don't know why. I guess I have a bias, and it's coming out here, and it's if you have a niche interest like jazz or, trading cards or pigeon racing or ghost tours, I think that you're a virgin. I think, but it's not necessarily correlated, you know what I mean? People could be boning, dude. You could get scared, and fear is an aphrodisiac. Maybe they're boning all the time after a tour. Teenagers go there to hook up. In fact, when I have my own history at Blackstar Canyon, I didn't go there to hook up, but some bros, I think one of my bros, Noel, was hooking up with Kirsten in a truck while we're all just going around there just being like, whoa, dude, look how creepy this is. There's like a bus, like that's an overturned bus where a bunch of kids died, and there's now like kid ghosts around here. For my money, a kid ghost is probably the scariest ghost. What do you think, Aaron?
I mean, technically, Casper is a kid ghost.
True, and he's actually pretty legit. And he ends up being Devin Sawa, who, as we all know, is a hot-ass kid. I'm demented!
God, I'm trying to think. Is there a scarier type of ghost? I feel like in the Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
The ghosts that were scarier were the ones that were like still wounded.
Yeah, they were maimed or something like that.
Yeah, the bent neck lady was the one that.
Yeah, that's super creepy.
That was creepy as shit. Yeah.
I guess like a ghost has unfinished business, right? So you got to figure out what their unfinished business, and we'll get into that of the Tongva people, and then another shooting and murder that went down there, and then also stories of a lot of other murders that went down there. And the scariest part for me is what you'd go down there and see. When I went there in high school, like basically you'd be like, whoa, dude, like what's we gonna see? There's supposed to be dark energy in Blackstar Canyon, and so people that are into the occult, devil worship or whatever, they'll go down there and do like sacrifices and stuff, and that's gnarly. And you would see like pentagrams or whatever it is down there, and like some like weird stains where you'd be like, what did they like sacrifice, a cat or a lamb down here? What happened? But really what you would see is a lot of drug paraphernalia of dudes just doing meth. Like that's probably where the real bad energy came from, is like an adult who's given up on life and maybe had their last sad alone cookie and then decided I need something more. And so yeah, definitely some dark energy. So some legit dark energy there. But there have been reportings of sudden temperature drops, which, it's a canyon, so ecologically I think and that makes sense. It's supposed to be unbelievably quiet out there. So people say that's attuned to just, the spirits. They say they can see figures walking at night. They say electronic instruments will stop working. Flashlights have been known to full on just break or burst while out there and not work. Perfectly good working flashlights prior to the visit. They say, let's see, so all your typical shit. Yeah, sudden temperature drops, gusts of wind. They say the howling wind there sounds like screams, in fact, when it moves through the canyon, and that could be screams of the dead that were murdered there. And there's three basic stories, or not basic, but the three main essential ghost stories from the region. And we're going to go over those today. And the first one starts with the Tongva people. And this comes in the 1800s. First and foremost, before we get into that, let's just say this Blackstar Canyon, which is a creepy name, gets its name from the Blackstar mining company that was there to mine coal out of the mine. And they say that also has to do with like the temperature and everything. And it's like basically just has a lot of history. And that basically, I mean, I don't know if anything good's ever happened in a coal mine. So there's probably some hauntings in there as well, dude. Some peripheral ones, dude. I feel like anytime there's an abandoned mine shaft, bad stuff happens. Have you ever heard of anything good happening in an abandoned mine shaft, Aaron?
No.
Yeah. You got a babysitter for your kid. Hey, we're gonna go check out the abandoned mine shaft. We hear there's some pretty nifty history over there. Yeah. You'd be like, yeah, dude, no, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take my high school girlfriend and go bone in the abandoned mine shaft.
Yeah, that could be sick. Yeah, that's like honestly what kids were doing.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, you got to be very horny. Your horny has to overpower fear.
Yeah, really does.
I don't know if I have that in me. I'm a little bit too scared.
To find very horny, for two people for their horniness to overcome their fear, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's maybe also beautiful, though, if that is able to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, hold on forever.
And they probably just have very strict parents. It's like, dude, just let us go use the pool house. This is Orange County.
Yeah.
So what happened to the Tongva people in Blackstar Canyon in 1831, there was a bloody, quote, battle, but it really wasn't a battle. It was a massacre, and something like this wasn't uncommon for the region. And, as the West was being, quote, settled, which I think is a problematic term, right? It was already settled for thousands of years by people living there. So basically what happens is the Tongva people would eat horse meat, and so they would go in, and since it was, there was the missions down below San Gabriel Valley, there's the San Juan Capistrano mission where I grew up and very familiar with, and so there would be horse stables there, but it was difficult to police this region, and the Tongva people knew the trails and they knew the ins and outs of the land, so it was easy for them. They wanted to go get a horse just to go get it. Like, it's probably easier than hunting, and they probably justified it to themselves, saying, these people have stealing all of our land. I'm gonna go jack a fucking horse, dude, and I'm gonna go to town and munch on that thing. So they were like, dude, we're gonna cruise down. They took a few horses in 1831, as they probably done many times prior. And then these trappers came. So these American trappers came from the east, and they're coming west. And at this time in 1831, California belongs to the Mexican government, settled by the Spaniards, right? Junipero Serra moving his 21 missions up along the California coast, starting in San Diego, going all the way up north. And, his brutality is now being like, he was always celebrated. In fact, he's given like sainthood, but like what he did to the indigenous people of California is brutal, to say the least. And he doesn't really have a hand in this story here, but these trappers come along, and there's obviously beef between Americans and the Mexicans at this time, and they sort of want to do business together. And these trappers go, oh, a bunch of your horses got jacked. Don't worry, we know how to track and everything. We'll go we'll go get your horses back for you, and then we can get some good business going together. And yeah, we also don't like the natives. And they're like, yeah, we don't like the natives. So they're basically bonding over this hate and trying to get some business going. So these trappers go up and track the Tongva people that took the horses. And then early in the morning, there's like, and luckily, since this was a raiding party to go jack horses, there was no women and children with them. It was men. And they're sort of just chilling in the morning, and they have bows and arrows and a few of those like old school style, like, you know, those muskets that like have those like barrels that like look like flowers that are blossomed. They have like a few of those. And then these guys have like legit, like, you know, Colts and like nice ass like Spencer rifles and shit. And so like legit, actually like good guns. And they obviously move all around in the quiet of the night and wake up and just have what's called a turkey shoot down below and massacre all these people. They don't be like, hey, give us the horses back. They literally just murder everyone there. And this was in Blackstar Canyon. So the souls of these murdered Tongva people are said to still inhabit that region. And people that get very scary, they say, you know, if you're going touring there and you remind them of their killers who were American, you know, quote frontiersmen and trappers, they're not going to take a liking to you. So they're known to be very hostile. Or believed to be by those that go into this canyon, to be hostile spirits down there because they were murdered. So that's the main ghost story, Aaron.
I want to say I have a hostile spirit, but that's probably not accurate.
You think you have a hostile spirit? In your house?
Sometimes. No, myself.
Oh, I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, look, we talked about, you know, dudes who ride bicycles in the middle of the road. I mean, we've talked about all this stuff. Like, if you're living in LA, there's no question at some point, and it's probably going to be in your car in traffic, you're not going to be your best self.
Yeah.
You're going to be a psycho. I'd say the only time I come close to being more of a psycho is while gaming, and I suck at gaming. But I'm legit at driving in traffic. So it's just gnarly, dude. So that's ghost story number 1, dude. Okay? Tragic, terrible. Another one comes, and it's tragic, but not on the scale of the last one to be a massacre. But this is a shootout. All right, 1900s, early 1900s. There's this dude, and it also involves horse thievery. So basically, don't jack horses in Blackstar Canyon is what this is coming down to. But basically, there's this dude named James Gregg. He gets murdered on June 9th, 1899. And it has this ties into the politics, like a judge and everything. And the dude that murders Gregg, this dude, let's see, his name's Henry Hungford of Norwalk, right? And these one dude from Norwalk, one dude from Anaheim, and they're cruise out to this ranch, and these guys are just arguing, dude. On the evening of June 8th, James Gregg of Centrilla and his brother-in-law, Decatur, which is a great name, and some 13-year-old schmoll named Clinton, dude, are out there, and they're going to drive some cattle that this dude, James Gregg, owned, right? And Gregg and Henry Hungford, they start bickering and arguing about owing money over a horse that was like purchased. So basically Howard owed Gregg $10 on a horse trade. And then this guy, Gregg, is like, yeah, dude, I get I owe you $10, but dude, you're paying me $17.50 to do this pasturing for you, like to graze these cattle or to, like, move these horses or whatever. And so he's like, instead of paying me $17.50, just pay me $7.50. Like, take that's the $10. Like, you're good. And basically, Hungford's like, no, I want like $27.50. Or it's like, no, you're going to give me that $10 and then I'll just do whatever. So like, really it just comes down to a principle, and these guys just probably didn't like each other. And even when reading that, I was like, this is confusing. Like, I really don't see why he wouldn't just take that deal. It seems totally fine. But you know, maybe this guy's a bit of Philistine or something, dude. So, basically they bicker all night. Then everyone's like, all right, dude, shut up. Let's go to bed, dude. Then in the morning they wake up, dude, and they start immediately arguing, dude, probably even before their coffee, dude. And there's their cowboys, right? So they've got freaking guns on them and shotguns, And so Greg's got a revolver, and Hungford's got a shotgun, dude. And they freaking start shooting it out, dude. And at the end of it, Greg was on the ground with charges of birdshot and buckshot through him. So it was no preconceived intent to murder the guy. It looks like, otherwise you would have had like legit rounds that were meant to take out a dude. But yeah, he hits him with bird, and then he does reload with buckshot, which is a little more powerful though. And then they're like, holy shit, dude. And they go out of Blackstar and then cruise out to like Santa Ana to go to a hospital, and they turn themselves into the sheriff. And, you know, since doing that, then it goes to trial, and then this judge goes, look, I don't know about all this evidence, and maybe there's political ties. And so he doesn't charge Hungford with murder. And it's like a big thing in the news. They think it's like totally crazy. And they say because of this, because there was no justice, the ghost of Greg is still out there. Wait until he gets his
Greg
restitution. Yeah, dude, that's a pretty hilarious name, dude. This is Greg the Ghost. He's just going to sort of gather everyone up and do a general haunting here. This is Greg. Once Greg's done, we'll continue on. He just likes to get things out of the way early. He's got a quick day tomorrow to be in. I feel like he handled all the logistical business for the ghosts. He's like, hey, how many hauntings do you guys have? Okay, cool, great. Hey guys, I'm thinking we're gonna come over and settle Catan at my place later tonight. So, you know, some teenagers left it out here when they were drinking and playing together. It's really a fun game. It's a game of strategy. I think we should all just play together. What do you guys say? What do you say we take a break from haunting and just play, you know?
I feel like you hear Greg the Ghost coming because his flip-flops are...
Dude, Greg the Ghost, he traps you in a corner and just talks to you about crypto. Oh, dude, XRP is going to blow up soon. Hilarious, dude. Also, they say the third haunting is, and we've heard of this, and there's a movie on it. And honestly, I actually heard the haunting's actually closer to the San Juan Mission down by the creek there, but it could be up in Blackstar because there's worse energy. But the ghost of La Lorena. And we all know this, and if you haven't seen the movie, sorry for the spoiler.
La Llorona.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, 2 L's. Llorona. Aaron, fucking beast. Thank you, dude. It's a ghost dressed in a white gown, and she was, of course, known for murdering her children and then killing herself. And she's forever searching for her children, so that's the unfinished business. And also, I wouldn't advise her to go out to Blackstar because there's an overturned bus of ghost children, so that might confuse her. But maybe she thinks that those kids are playing together or something, and I don't know. The overturned bus one, I think, is just like an abandoned bus. Dude, it's also hilarious. Like when I was doing research for this, Blackstar Canyon, they're like, oh yeah, beautiful hiking trails, amazing. You go out there, it's like, it's not a good hike. Like there's a rusty bus, there's meth, there's like weird old stone structures. And then just for the fact, like if I'm trying to just straight up hike, I would much rather go to a place that I know is not haunted.
Yeah.
And see like there's no good view. You're in a canyon. You're not at the Grand Canyon. You're in a canyon. There's an old coal mine. Yeah, I want to go look at coal. So sorry to give you guys a bad endorsement, Blackstar Canyon, but yeah, you won't catch me out there anytime soon unless you want to take one of these ghost walk tours, dude. Who I did reach out to this company that does ghost walks. They got back to me, but they said their schedule's a little tight this week. OC Ghost Tours, dude, to do a talk. Otherwise, it would have been cool to get a little info or learn a little bit more about the hauntings, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, this is like an accountant at tax season.
Yeah, dude.
This goes to Halloween.
100%. That's so true. They're freaking so busy right now, dude. So, I mean, that's basically it, dude. You have some old rusty signs. The scariest thing is just the people that go out there now to harness the dark energy. If I had a teenage son who was telling me that I'm going to go out to harness dark energy tonight, Dad, I was like, where are you going? I'm going out. I'd rather just get that very broad, disrespectful answer of out than him being like, yeah, Dad, I'm going to go to harness dark energy with me and my friend Frank. We're both demon catchers. I'd be like, whoa, can you guys just go to a house party and drink and then call me for a ride home? Much less worrisome. There's like a big barrel that I'm looking at on this website that this dude documented. Also, people are so funny, dude. You go on these like comment sections online and people are like, you're idiots, there's no ghosts there. And then the people commenting back are like, you sound scared. Have you been there? If you haven't been there, the energy's bad, dude. I recommend you go prior to commenting. And then people are like, oh, there's tons of orbs when you take pictures. And then like other people are like, this is total amateur photographers, dude. Anyone knows orb is typically dust in the flash. Duh. People are like, no, it's spirits. So just seeing the online vitriol is pretty freaking gold among people just bickering back and forth about it. But dude, I mean, I've been there, dude. I've off-roaded nearby. To me, you know, it's just a lesson of duality in life. Dude, you've got a place that's so sick with off-roading, you know, in an adjacent canyon and in wilderness area right next to Blackstar Canyon, which I'll tell you, having gone there while my bros hooked up with chicks while I just walked around, and sorry for saying chicks, my fiance does not like when I say that, dude. She also doesn't like when I say bunnies, dude, but sometimes it just hops right out of me. It's just nothing I can do. You know, I get fired up. I'll tell you, it's scary. It's not good vibes. And maybe it's confirmation bias. I think that's what a lot of like haunting stuff is confirmation bias. But you're going in there a little bit scared. You know, you're wearing your favorite hoodie. And basically I'm like, I don't want to get this dirty, tripping on a leaf, falling from like probably a lizard moving in a bush, but thinking it's a ghost. So it's just gnarly. But the gnarly stuff is like just legit the people that go out there and like people do sacrifice. People have gone out there and like committed other murders, like, and maybe this is where like the urban legends come in, but they're like, dude, there was like a dad in the 90s who like hung himself and his family out there, like from like that big abandoned barrel. And then like, you're like, whoa, dude, that's gnarly. So
I feel like that would have made the news.
I feel like that too. And people were like, I might have the detail different where it was like, maybe it was like a neighboring house and people say like it drove the dad mad, like Amityville Horror style, you know? Mm-hmm. So just some gnarly ass shit going down, dude. Scary, dude. Scary. So just have to give you guys a little spook here in the freaking Halloween season. And just give you a little history, OC local history. You know, a place that I've been, I have primary research there. I've gone there. I've explored the canyon myself. Hooked up with absolutely nobody. Didn't see any ghosts, but did feel a little bit scared. And then I did crush in and out afterwards. So in all, a good time. You know, pretty fun. So sick, dude. So let's take a few freaking questions, dude. Actually, before that, Aaron, is there anything haunted by where you grew up? Down in San Diego? Well, you have isn't the most haunted house in the world in San Diego?
Yeah, the Whaley House.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Old Town.
Yeah.
Used to be a courthouse, and they hung people there, I guess. And then but a family just lived up in the third floor. I don't know. I've been there. I didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
You can stay there the night, I think, and freak yourself out.
No,
Hotel Del Coronado is the same way. It's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I've stayed there.
Pretty haunted in that one room.
Yeah, there's a lady who like murdered herself on the day of the wedding.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just pretty expensive to try and scare yourself.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go buy an $18 Moscow Mule to get scared now, dude.
There is this weird house by where my parents live now, where the rumor is that the legend is that the guy was afraid to use the front door, so he built bridges out from the second floor windows.
Whoa.
Which I have seen. I've seen those, but I don't know if that's actually the story or not.
Interesting.
It's pretty crazy.
Why was he afraid to use the front door?
No idea. It's never in the legend.
Whoa.
Just like a mental illness, I think.
Interesting. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's really haunted. Gnarly, dude. All right, dude, let's get some questions, dude. But before we do that, I'd like to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Dadgrass, dude. Look, who doesn't love a trip down memory lane? You know we do. This is a history podcast. I love it, dude. And I love that Dadgrass takes you back to a time when music was on vinyl. Hangouts meant actually hanging out, not Zooming, dude. And we didn't send you to the frickin' moon like some dude who's obsessed with crypto talks about. All right, it's time to revive the pleasure of the casual smoke. And I was doing it this weekend, dude. I was out on the golf course, dude. Opened up my joints, dude. It's legit, dude. They're already pre-rolled, dude. They come in a sick-looking pack, dude. Cracked that open on the golf course, dude. Got to the first par 3, dude. We all hit the green, and I said, guys, let's get down here and let's get these dadgrass joints out, dude. Open them up. And all the guys are like, I don't know, man. I might have like to do something later. You know, there's two dudes who are married, and I go, dude, don't worry about it, bro. It's way more CBD than THC. You're just gonna enjoy it, and they did. And one of the golfers was angry, and it mellowed him out. It was nice. So it's legit. I loved it. I love it. I love smoking it on my balcony before I watched the movie Dune. It was legit. Just put me in a nice headspace, dude. I love saying a dadgrass joint, which I'm fired up on the joints because they're pre-rolled. I don't have the most dexterous hands, except when making love. And I love that these joints are pre-rolled. You get in there and it's like a glass of wine, not the whole bottle. It's what I love saying, dude. So it's legal, it's smokable in any state, dude. All dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 21 and over. It ships right to your door anywhere in the USA, dude. So get your order in, dude, and get your buzz the chill way, bro. It's great stocking stuffer, dude. Great to, instead of giving your family a freaking lump of coal from Blackstar Canyon, give them a nice pack of dadgrass joints, dude. I might be stuffing all my bro stockings full of those puppies, dude. So right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/dank. Go to dadgrass.com/dank for 20% off your first order. That's dadgrass.com/dank. Treat yourself, dude. All right, dude, let's do a few cues. Bone out. Aaron, do you get scared sleeping alone at night? It's my question for you real quick before we field some Danktorians.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, if the wife's out of town or something.
I get very scared. When my freaking future wife, my dank-ass fiance, is out of town on a business trip or something, I'm glad we have a dog for that reason now. But then if the dog barks at nothing and people say dogs see ghosts, I get more scared.
Yeah, I like to believe that my dog will do something if there's an actual intruder, but I don't believe that.
Neither do I. Sonny's 19 pounds. He's scared of like a door opening, dude. So he's going to hide behind me first. And then I'm going to try to hide behind him. And then we're both toast. But I definitely get scared. Like I'll watch a scary movie during the day and I'll be like, this is fine. I remember when I watched Scream for the first time, I went over to my neighbor's house, the Steeds. And the Steeds had like 4 kids who were annoying, dude. And all of them were like Boy Scouts and just like goody two-shoes kids. And like we said the F word and one of them told their mom. Like me and my brother said the word fuck to each other like casually because we're sick and we skate and longboard. And then one of them was on his bike, and that was a mountain bike that had gears. It wasn't even a street bike or a BMX bike, which is a total sign of a freaking schmoll virgin kid, dude. Sorry. But then he went to his mom and said that we said fuck, and then his mom sent us home and then called our mom, and then we got in trouble, dude.
Weak.
So fuck Austin, dude. It's his kid's name, Austin, dude. Dude, what I used to do to that family. This is the creepiest, weirdest thing I ever did, dude. So we lived like, their house was like on the street below ours. So like we had like a little bit of a hill and shrubbery. And then from our backyard, you could see like straight into their driveway. So a lot of times before we hung out, like we'd see each other in the backyard. They'd be like, and you could yell like, come over, dude, come over. But dude, what I did, and this is when I was like probably 12. But the brother that was like a little bit younger than me, he was like 8 or 9 or whatever. My dad has these set of military binoculars, and I would just, they would be like washing their car, and I would just look at him through the binoculars, and I could see him looking up at me with a scared face, and I wouldn't move, dude. And I would just sit there, dude. And dude, he'd hate it. And then he'd come out with his dad, and like his dad would be like, yeah, it's cool, like they're just waving. But I would never wave back, dude. Then I would just like walk away and always try to catch him, dude. It was amazing, dude. And then later he'd go, why do you have the binoculars out? What are you looking at? And I go, that wasn't me. Dude, trying to scare him, dude. Amazing. I'm a savage, dude. And that was before he told on me for having an F word, so I just liked tormenting that kid. I'm a sick fucking person, dude. How strange is that, dude? If that's me as an adult, jail time. But since I was a kid doing it and just doing it for some good, to spook the younger kid, dude. It's what you got to do, dude. You got to put younger kids in their place sometime, dude. All right, dude. After that confession, that was me being very vulnerable. So you guys are welcome. Here we go. Strider, what up? Do you think Helen of Troy was super smoke? Jathan. Yeah, dude. The face that launched 1,000 ships, of course. She was the most beautiful woman in all of Greek world, right? I mean, Aaron, come on. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish there was like a photo or...
It'd be great, or a portrait or a sculpt, like a bronze sculpture of her. But yeah, dude, I mean, she was obviously very attractive. Paris was immediately loved her at first sight, or at least got horny for her at first sight, lusted. And, you know, Agamemnon, the freaking dude, went up to bat, or no, what? Not Agamemnon, the Spartan king. Agamemnon, I think, was the Mycenaean king, dude. I always mess up those Greek names, dude.
Menelaus?
Yeah, Menelaus was the king's name. Aaron, you're a freaking dude.
Woo, pulled that.
Bro, that was just beast mode right there, dude. Played by, what's that actor? Rip Torn? Not Rip Torn.
Is it Brendan Gleeson?
Brendan Gleeson is is Menelaus, is the king of Sparta, is Brendan Gleeson.
Oh.
And then Agamemnon is
Brian
played
Cox.
by Brian Cox. Love that actor, dude. Love him and Rip Torn, beasts. Great character actors and just straight up leads. Strider and Stick Lord Aaron, what up? I like that, dude. That's what's up, dude. Can we please get a samurai ep? They're so dank, dude. Would just love to hear about samurais on the pod. Rob. Yeah, dude. I'm down.
Absolutely.
Aaron might not want to do a Last Samurai ep because for some reason he doesn't like that movie but it's dank. But yeah, dude. We should do a samurai. Maybe there's like a legendary samurai we can look up. I think that character played by who's the actor that plays the main samurai?
Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe. I think his character's a real guy, and I think that's based on true events. So maybe we could do a historical accuracy style ep of Last Samurai, kind of how we did Troy and Braveheart. It's a great ass call.
Sure.
Let's do one more and then bone out, dude. Strider. What up, dude? My brother keeps throwing parties when my parents are out of town. He makes me stay in my room while his friends rage. It's a bust. I walked in on two of his friends hooking up in my room when I went downstairs for a snack. Unchill. I don't mind about the parties. I want to rage. But do I threaten my brother by saying I'll tell mom and dad if he doesn't let me partake? Don't want to be a schmoll, but a dude can only watch so many Netflix shows while he hears beer pong downstairs. Thank you, Blake.
I mean, I need to know the ages here.
Aaron, literally exactly what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. If he's in middle school, no, you got to stay in your room.
Yeah.
If he's a freshman or sophomore, if he's a sophomore in high school, I feel like his brother should let him rage a little bit.
Yeah.
If he's a freshman, it's debatable. I feel like his brother's trying to be responsible. Like, look, I don't want to like get you into drinking or like let you start drinking soon. You know what I mean? I don't think like obviously he's throwing parties. He has friends. He's a friggin' chill teenager. And hopefully no one's driving home. Everyone should sleep over, dude. You know what I mean? Be safe, dude. I want to put that out there, that nice positive message. Don't drive. Don't be stupid, dude, if you're playing Pong. So assuming he is, Aaron, just an underclassman, but in high school, what do you think? I think he should not tell his parents because then the parties are over. Then you're being the devil. You're taking your brother down with you. Then you're busted.
Yeah.
So, but as a threat and a ploy, maybe. But then your brother will be like, dude, I'll beat your ass, and then maybe you have to fight. I would. You think you get more bees with honey, dude?
Yeah.
I think you let him know, look, bro, I'll chip in for beer. I'll mow the neighbor's lawn. We'll get some light beer. I'll go pull a hey, mister. I'll be the one who asks. You know, no one wants to be the one to ask the adult walking out of the store to buy teenagers beer. So I think there's better ways than threatening. I wouldn't threaten. I would say, how can I be a value added to this party?
Yeah.
Say you'll let friends hook up in your room and you'll crash on the couch or the floor. You know what I mean? Talk to one of your brother's friends. Hey, Eric, dude, you're legit, dude. I saw you and Cassie were hitting it off. Have my room, dude. I'd be honored, dude. Have my room. You know, I'll take the beanbag in the game room. Just chill. So, I think you can be value added in that way. You know, rack the cups on beer pong. Fill up the clean cup. You know, make sure you have extra pong balls. Value added, dude. What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, all that. I'm wondering, like, what's the consequence of him going to the party, like leaving his room? Is there a threat there?
I don't think so. It makes me think he's probably too young. It makes me think the brother's probably making the good call.
I don't know. This email is really well written for someone super young. So
yeah. You're right. You're right. He communicated everything clearly, dude. He had a desire and he had an obstacle to overcome within that desire and a clear and concise question. You know, should I be a schmoll and use schmoll tactics to get this done, or is there a better way? I think there's a better way. And, you know, maybe you go, hey, dude, look, you're the veteran, you're the senior. I want to learn from you, dude. Be like, whatever Blake's older brother, his name is, probably Brandon. Brandon, dude, your parties sound so sick. I want to learn, dude. I want my friends to be able to party as well as you have, dude. When you graduate and move to college, I need you to pass the torch to me, dude, please. And then your brother might take you under his wing. And if he doesn't, then maybe he's a schmoll, dude.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if his friends are schmolls and they're breaking stuff and being annoying, if someone tries to like jack a laptop, which happened at one of JT's parties, then maybe you got to bust them, dude. You know, that's about it.
I think if you leave your room and you come back and people are hooking up in it, I mean, fair game, you get to watch.
Yeah. At that point, it's not peeping Tom.
No.
It's freaking sleeping Blake, and you woke his ass up, dude. Sorry, dude. Now I'm gonna have to Eastern Promises you. Be like the villain in Eastern Promises, dude. Prove to me, dude. All right, dude. That was freaking sick. Aaron, you're a legend as always, bro. Have a happy, safe, fun Halloween, dude. If you go to house parties, crash there, dude. Stay stoked, Danktorians. We'll catch you on the next episode. Question, comment, suggestion, StriderWilson@shreds@gmail.com, dude. All right, dude. Lit.